Star Citizen has been in development for over 12 years, making it one of the most ambitious and controversial projects in gaming history. With over $600 million raised in crowdfunding, it's not just a game, it's a phenomenon. Some people call it a groundbreaking masterpiece, while others call it vaporware. So what is Star Citizen, and what makes it so unique? Today I'll break down everything you need to know about the game, its mechanics, game modes, and controversies surrounding it. And most importantly, we'll figure out if it's worth your time and money, or if you're better off spending your hard-earned cash elsewhere. Star Citizen is a persistent universe-based simulation game. It was developed by Cloud Imperium Games, and it was first announced in 2012 as the brainchild of Chris Roberts, the man behind the iconic Wing Commander series. Roberts envisioned a game that could capture the wonder of space exploration with cutting-edge technology and unlimited player freedom. This isn't just a game about piloting spaceships. It's about living a fully realized galaxy with planets, moons, spaceports, and cities, all in real time. Star Citizen prioritizes immersion with realistic physics and environmental interactions. You want to land on a planet? You'll need to manage your ship's fuel, gravity, and atmosphere. Whether you want to trade goods, mine resources, engage in dogfights, or become a space pirate, Star Citizen lets you forge your own path. But here's the catch. The game is still in alpha, and with no official release date, that means that it's incomplete and full of bugs. The plus side is that it's constantly evolving. So, while the potential is enormous, playing it right now feels more like testing than gaming. If you've ever skipped a tutorial in a game thinking, I got this, you may want to rethink that for Star Citizen. This game is a different beast. The control scheme alone is intimidating, with dozens of different keybinds for even basic functions. For example, left Alt and M allows you to communicate with space stations for docking clearance. Holding B activates hyperdrive, but also disables your shields temporarily. And there are a lot of key combinations to use different ship systems, and it's a really weird and complicated keybind system. And the game doesn't just throw you into the deep end, it drops you onto a rocket and launches you into a black hole. Even with the tutorial, many players struggle to grasp the basics, which is why joining a player-run organization, better known as an org, is highly recommended. These groups can guide new players through learning the process, offering tips and resources to make the game less daunting. I'll use myself as an example. When I first started, I didn't even know how to leave my spawn planet. I spent about an hour or so just aimlessly exploring. Once I joined an org called Ares Private Security Company, or APSC for short, I was finally learning. I've been playing the game for weeks. I started playing during the last free flight, and I still struggle with navigation. The spaceports are quite easy because, for me at least, I'm easily able to navigate them, but navigating from planet to planet is still a struggle for me. Even after weeks of playing, I've learned one thing about this game, that it demands patience. Missions can be confusing, and failure often means losing your gear or ship. If you're not willing to invest the time in learning the game, it can be very frustrating. As a lifelong Star Wars fan, I've always dreamed of a game that truly captures the freedom and scale of the Star Wars universe. While there are titles from Star Wars like Battlefront and Jedi Fallen Order, they are limited compared to Star Citizen. Why? In Star Wars games, you're always locked into a specific role, either being Jedi, Sith, or soldier. Star Citizen lets you choose your own path, whether it becoming a merchant, a bounty hunter, an explorer, or much, much more. Star Citizen's attention to detail makes it feel like you're living in a galaxy far, far away, flying your ship over an alien landscape, dealing with atmospheric conditions, and navigating space stations truly feels cinematic. Unlike the linear Star Wars games, Star Citizen is a sandbox. There's no story forcing you to follow a predetermined path, and you're free to chart your own course. That being said, Star Citizen lacks the narrative depths that Star Wars games have. With that being said, if you're looking for a story-driven experience, this may not scratch that same itch. But if you want to live out your sci-fi fantasies, it's kind of hard to beat. Let's talk about the scale of Star Citizen's universe, because it's absolutely mind-blowing. To give you perspective, in Fortnite, you can cross the entire map in about 20 minutes on foot. In Star Citizen, individual planets are the size of Earth, and the galaxy is so vast that Fortnite's map seems to be like a speck of dust in comparison. Each planet has its own unique environments, gravity, and weather systems. Some have bustling cities, with massive spaceports, while others are barren wastelands with hostile wildlife. Exploring these planets feel like an adventure in itself. This scale comes with challenges. The navigation system is complex, and without guidance, it's very easy to get lost in. Even after weeks of playing, I still get lost. This galaxy's size also affects gameplay. Missions can require long travel times. Getting from one location to another can feel like quite a journey. For some players, this adds to the immersion, but for others, it's quite a time sink. Star Citizen offers a wide range of game modes. While each have their own base mechanics and challenges, they're all completely different. So far, I've tried 3 different game modes. Ground Combat, which is like a tactical shooter with intense firefights and strategic game modes. Gravity feels different. Gravity differences between planets add a unique twist. For example, low gravity environments allow for higher jumps and slower falls, changing your approach to combat. Some planets have no atmosphere, meaning you'll need a helmet to survive, and forgetting your helmet pretty much means insta-death. In-space battles are thrilling with fast-paced dogfights and customizable ships. However, the turret gameplay feels kind of awkward to me. I prefer piloting a ship rather than turreting, but that's also my own preference. And finally, mining. This game mode is a lot slower paced, but surprisingly relaxed. You'll scan for resources, extract them, and then refine them for profit. It's a great way to earn money, but the process can be very time consuming. All of that is just the tip of the iceberg. The game also includes piracy, exploration, trading, and much more. No single player can experience all of Star Citizen because it's simply too vast. Let's address one of Star Citizen's biggest controversies, its cost. Starter packs begin at $45, but if you want a better ship, you're looking at $60 to $100. Some ships cost even thousands of dollars, and even buying them in game is expensive. Earning enough credits to afford a high-end ship can take hundreds of hours. On top of that, the infamous Great Reset. Periodically, developers will wipe all player progress to implement major updates. This means any ships or currency that you've earned through the game will be completely reset. Don't worry though, any ships and money that you've bought with your hard-earned cash is safe. While this ensures a level playing field after big changes, it can be a deal breaker for some players who don't want to lose their hard-earned progress. So, is Star Citizen worth your time and money? Here's my take. If you're a hardcore gamer who loves immersive simulations, this game is unmatched. The attention to detail, the scale, and freedom is incredible. However, it's still an alpha and riddled with bugs, and requires significant investment of both time and money. For newcomers, I would recommend waiting for a free fly event to test the game before committing. These events let you explore the universe without spending a dime, giving you a taste of what Star Citizen has to offer. For me, I have a love-hate relationship with this game. I admire its ambition, but in its unfinished state, and with periodic resets, it makes it kind of hard to fully recommend this game. With that being said though, if you're willing to embrace the chaos, it may become your next stop. Until the next one, peace.